Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in. I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun, a 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and my only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, if they pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I work in finance, God bless, no, this not by chance. Don't doubt me, you're not my man. Don't act me, you're not my man. Mama said don't buy it if you cannot buy it twice. I cop by the tools and I don't pump fake with the price. Always on the grind, I put in work with all my might. I know that he got me, not by sight. Yeah. That's for sure though. Grinding from the grip, no shame, take a photo. Time to take a trip, we head north to the border. Say you feeling up, I'm my favorite type of hoarder. I got kids to feed, I got enemies, I got guys give, so they envy me. Got some friends out in Memphis like I'm Aubrey. Got some friends fought for orange like some autumn leaves. Yeah. I vanish, I slide out landish, V12 engine, all black like Batman. 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 I hit recorded drop, you can't ignore it. I'm Transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, vintage frames on my face, looking like I'm from the deep. These no Cartiers, pockets deep, 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 bro. I can make it in my seat, bro. Do you, I'm doing me, bro. Making noise, use a beat, bro. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. Neighborhood on the scene, neighborhood on the strip, neighborhood be the name, neighborhood no crib, neighborhood that's me, neighborhood that's Nick, neighborhood do the dance, neighborhood do the deal. Okay, thought I'd never make it like no way. I'm the real deal, no role play. My days off, that's no days. No, I hustle hard, young rose. E be the shooter, that's cold case. Those on the deals, that's brose. Got no pay, on no say. Okay, this the news, tell them read it. Been the one since the fetus. Don't sleep on me, Tempur-Pedic. That's a no, no, no. Spending dope for no reason. Got a ball head, Mr. Clean. Heard the big bags overseas, then we gon' go, go, go. Whoa, I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds now, her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa. I press the button and the doors go up like, whoa. That money clip us now, the new now looks like, whoa. Upgrade her diamonds now, her girlfriends are like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Ayy, poppin' like I'm supposed to. Watch out for the people that ain't close to. Speak a little something you could toast to. I ain't tryna hear about what you won't do. Moving like I'm meant to. Hit the ground running like the rent do. Speak a little something that you're into. I ain't tryna hear about what you been through. Like hold up, say what's the hold up. I got the pack, who got the roll up? I'm tryna pull up. It seem like every time I show up, it gotta go up. See the drip, they see the glow up. Oh, now they know us. See, it's funny how my pockets out of shape, but I fit for the flex. Clear the phone call, hit my chick with a text. Parlay through the bird with my drip from the jets. Save a couple hundred by your with the rest. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Ayy, winning like I ought to. I ain't wanna do it, but I got to. Smoking what my doctor told me not to. Got these wishing they was hot too. Ballin' like I need to. Got my exes wishing for a redo. Smell the marijuana when I speed through. Hit her with a tip, that's a preview. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. Shit, get your money, not your hater. Boy, draw a play up. I flip my wrist, a layup. She wanna lay up. I gotta get it, I'ma stay up. I'm all the way up. I got my pay up. I ain't playing with you. I'm a coach now. Commentating through the most now. I be somewhere booted with my toes down. Made little baby tooted with her nose down. I prefer my reefer with Henny and Coke. Please don't be stingy, got plenty to smoke. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Seem like they doing the most for the clout. Did what I said so they know what I'm about. Show up and act up and back to the crib. I do not stun, I just rap what I live. Ayy, filling my pocket with legal tender, cost me to be the winner. Fly out before I can see the winner. No more TV dinners. Wake up and roll me a wood in the morning. I heard it go good with the vitamin C. Baby, you don't need no friend for this evening. Believe me, you better all ride with me. Slide to the loo in my leisure, but still had to cop me a crib right outside of the D. I let them think what they wanted, cause I got bundles of bread, it ain't bothering me. I've been up late in the lab just in case you was looking, that's where I'ma probably be. Make sure you thought about all of that you saying before you done brought it to me. Brought all my salt to the masses. As soon as I dropped out of classes, I knew it was over. Lately I feel like I'm cashless in poverty. Made me a savage, just weight on my shoulder. Told my little baby the waiting is over. I showed her I'm really the man. All of these rappers be trying to send me they songs, I just told them to send me a band. All of my gon' turn up the function, I'm hitting the stage with that Henny in hand. Boy, you ain't popping until you can fly out the country. I met all my city demands. I do not rock with authority morally, none of them be coming correct. Watch how you treating the one at the bottom tomorrow, he might just be coming to connect. I know that well what I know. I can't speak what I don't. I don't stress how you feel, so I'm gonna do what I want. Know that well what I know. I don't speak what I don't. I can't stress how you feel, so I'm gonna do what I want. I can't fight, I'm over that. That just feel like overkill. Act like I ain't told you that. Don't do that, you know the deal. I can't fight, I'm over that. That just feel like overkill. Act like I ain't told you that. Don't do that, you know the drill. Filling my pocket with legal tender, cost me to be the winner. Shining so hard they gon' see me enter. No more TV dinners. All that I know is I know what I know, and I gotta go learn what I don't. I do recall me wish I could say that it healed, but I won't. I've been up middle of the night, got a new riddle to write. That's the life of an artist. Girl, you too pretty to fight. Let's just be civil tonight. I'ma love you regardless. All of this love. What are you not breathing or something? What's up? Be tripping on power, talking to me like I need them or something. That's tough, tougher than you could imagine. Seem like my usual fashion is never to worry. Ain't got the time to be wasting, but I cannot honestly tell you it's better to hurry. Hurting your feelings. If ever you think that I'm giving a just give it some time. Don't even give them attention. If ever I feel their intention is different from mine, I do whatever I wanna, and most of them only gon' do what they fit in a break. Popping too much for the populace area. Roll me a blunt and go sit by the lake. Living my life in the moment. The power is present, and present is all that we got. None of these ain't telling me nothing. The moment they hear it, it's already hot. I know that well what I know. I can't speak what I don't. I don't stress how you feel, so I'm gonna do what I want. Know that well what I know. I don't speak what I don't. I can't stress how you feel, so I'm gonna do what I want. I can't fight, I'm over that. That just feel like overkill. Act like I ain't told you that. Don't do that, you know the deal. I can't fight, I'm over that. That just feel like overkill. Act like I ain't told you that. Don't do that, you know the drill.
I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Keenan. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on a brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a keto. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. Shed real blood, I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route that seen it. And I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, Young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweaking. But I still gotta fight my demons. I ain't no good, I'm evil. I ain't been clean since Eden. It's a war going on outside. Make you put your hands on your head like the Macarena. That's why I gotta watch my demeanor. You know they locking up blacks and Latinos. It's the same old game, ain't nothing really changed but the mileage on the meter of the beamer. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a keto. And exposed to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo, mi gente must really need Jesus. He said real blood, I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too
Check out one of our sponsors, afjcworldwide.com. That is afjcworldwide.com for our latest apparel, homeware, and drinkware. Definitely get a shirt for your husband, wife, doesn't matter. Again, check out afjcworldwide.com. What up? What up? What up? What's up? I'm here, Ron J, on the check-in. Thanks for checking in to JSN Live, man. Got a lot to unpack today, man. Give me a second here. Just give me a second. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, I want to get into it, man. We all been listening to the news. We all been listening to the news, man. We know what it is. I'm not going to really go into it. I'm going to just give my point of view on these trades that happened. 1 second. Yeah. Did y'all like what was going on today? Oh man, it's so exciting. It's so exciting, man. Um Brooklyn, stand up. Brooklyn, stand up. They got rid of the headache. Full show. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this message coming in. Give me one moment. Okay. I'm out here clowning on Facebook, man. Oh man, I had a long day, man. My son had practice, man. He had a martial arts practice, so I pretty much going off the cuff today, man. Going off the cuff. I didn't get a chance to prepare like I wanted to prepare, but it is what it is. The show must go on. I got a good show tomorrow, man. 12 p.m., 12:30 p.m. tomorrow. Check that out. I'm talking about LeBron James, runaway goat. You know, because I believe he's going to be leaving L.A. pretty soon. You know, he's a runaway. You ever watch that movie with Julia Roberts, Runaway Bride? That's him. So I'm gonna get into that, man, tomorrow. I might talk briefly about it today, but tomorrow I am going in on the Lakers. You know, but I had a good day today, man. I'm sipping on some coffee today, so just bear with me. I want to take it easy today, man. Take it easy. You know, if you want to support the channel, which I appreciate, definitely hit me up on the Cash App or what have you. Super chat, whatever the case may be. I really appreciate you. Yeah, man. But what's the winners and losers of this, man? So we all know uh, James Harden wanted out of Brooklyn. He got his wish. We know that Ben Simmons wanted to get out of Philly. He got his wish. Who are the winners and losers of this trade? Who are the winners and losers? I'm not going to talk about all them other trades that happened. I know Porzingis got out of Dallas. We know they're trying to increase their spending, and you know he's been injury prone. So I'm not going to talk about that. I think he went to Washington. I can look that up, but I think he went to Washington. Um, the trade that I really care about, to be honest, is the Ben Simmons trade. Ben Simmons. So for the people who don't know, let's pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up. Hmm. Yeah. So anyway, while it's pulling up, Ben Simmons is going to Brooklyn. We did it, Brooklyn. We did it. He's going to Brooklyn. Now, me personally, I think he is a great player. He has some emotional issues. You don't know where his mental attitude is going to be. He hasn't played all year. I'm assuming that he is in tip top shape. We're going to see in the future. So we'll see. I didn't hear anything. He's haven't been in the media. I hope that they got him some help because they're going to. First off, you're playing in Brooklyn, Philly, Brooklyn, New York. You know how they get down. They don't. They rough, man. They're rough. So you got that. And if you don't play well in Brooklyn, you're probably gonna get booed there too. And then if you go across the, oh, I can't wait till they go. He goes back to Philly and they just boo him. Ooh, it's gonna be so crazy. That's gonna be some crazy game. Hold on, let me see if I can share the screen though. So I'm looking forward to that, man. I'm looking forward to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is still a good player. Don't get it twisted. All right. Do not get it twisted. He is still a great player. He was getting what 17, 7, and 7. I just pray that he was working on his game. That's what I pray. Okay, so let's look at this trade right here. Ben Simmons finally get out of Brooklyn. Oh yeah, yeah. Excuse me, Philly. He finally got out of Philly. Philly is a hard place to play, man. I mean, the fans love you hard. They love Iverson. They booed Kobe Bryant. Can you believe that they booed Kobe Bryant? That really messed Kobe up. But Kobe has the Mamba mentality. Ben Simmons is a cupcake. He is soft. He's cushion. We don't know what he's going to do, right? We don't know. We haven't heard from him. He's been gone. He's been MIA, right? We don't know where he's at. He might be in where is he from? He's from overseas somewhere. You know, he's in Europe right now eating croutons or something. I don't know. In a salad. I know he was out there dating, women and hanging out, and they caught him on TMZ. He really didn't play. Really didn't play. Crazy. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. I'm back. He was out there, TMZ, hanging out, and I'm just like, wow, really, dude? Unbelievable, unbelievable. So here's a trade. Um, they got it done thanks to Rich Paul. Rich Paul, I think he's Ben Simmons' agent. So shout out to Rich Paul. So James Harden is going to Philly with Paul Millsap. Millsap, he's a role player. He old. He's part of that 2000s clique. A lot of them people is about to come out this league. So but hey, but the real deal is James Harden going to play with Embiid. That is what is going to be crazy to see. Embiid is playing out of his mind right now. Embiid, we got to look at the statistics there. But anyway, and then Brooklyn receives Ben Simmons, which is a all-around player, great defender. Seth Curry, which is a great shooter, can't play defense, but who plays defense in the NBA today? So, hey, then we have Andre Drummond. Hopefully, he got a little bit in him, and then we got some draft picks. Two first round draft picks, which draft picks really don't matter in the NBA. It really doesn't. It doesn't make an impact like it is in football. Football, you mess around and get a Joe Burrows with a good draft pick. in the NBA, it really don't matter. The NBA is based off of uh, what you call um, free agency. That's what it is. You want to get those great free agents, those players that's already established, and that's what it is. But so, who, in your opinion, out of this day of trades, had are the winners and losers? Put it in the comments. Who are the winners and who are the losers of this situation? Now, I would say the loser, number one loser is LA. LA is the biggest loser because they kept Harden. I mean, excuse me, they kept Westbrook. They kept him. I don't know the logistics of the contracts or whatever, but I thought at least they was going to make a trade for uh for John Wall. Now I don't know if it was to be a big difference. I honestly believe that Westbrook is better, in my opinion. I think he's a lot better. But I think sometimes you got to get a change of scenery, and I'll talk about that definitely tomorrow. I'll kind of touch on it right now, but it is what it is. Now, Brooklyn. We did it, Brooklyn. We did it. Brooklyn is what I'm going to see. I want to see what Brooklyn does. Brooklyn is going to battle Philly in the playoffs. This is going to be a big game. Philly, let's talk about Philly a little bit. Let me pull up Philly. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to pull up Philadelphia. Second. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Philadelphia. No, that was last year. Let's do this year. Boom, 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 boom. Now, like I said, Joel Embiid is playing out of his mind. 33 minutes a game, 42 uh, games played. He's getting 29 and 10. That is crazy. He is ready to go. He's trying to get this Eastern Conference back, man. Um, 4 assists, and this is all without his star player. Now, Tobias Harris also stepped up. He got 19 points a game, 7 rebounds. So the team has been playing pretty consistent. And shout out to Steph Curry. Steph Curry when he was I mean Seth Curry when he was there, he was getting 15 points a game. He is stepping it up. Stepping it up, man. Stepping it up. So Seth Curry is going to be play a big role in Brooklyn, especially now when because Kyrie Irving can't play home games, so he's really going to get a chance to shine. He's a outside threat. He gets to stretch the floor. Um, I mean, he don't really pass the ball, but I mean, who does, right? But yeah, yeah. So he brings you 4 assists, and excuse me. So it's going to be very interesting. And what I'm looking forward to seeing is who's going to handle the ball. I mean, I would definitely allow Harden to carry the ball because that pick and roll is going to be amazing because Embiid can shoot. Embiid can shoot the three. Now, what is his 3-point shooting right now? Um, okay, so he shoots about 3.6 threes a game. He's shooting 35% from three. That is pretty good. And he's a 81% free throw shooter. Amazing. And what I'm going to look forward to seeing is that pick and roll is going to be bananas because they both can shoot. Harden, he's going to do what he does, get to the foul line. I know they changed the rules a little bit, so he can't get to the foul line like he used to do with that all that faking. But the pick and roll is going to be great because MD can actually shoot that three, and he can make it, and he can drive to the basket as well. So look forward for Phoenix to make some noise this year. They haven't been excuse me they haven't been winning in the last couple of years in the playoffs. Let's look at their stats of last year. Let's see what they're doing here. Mm, this is great. I'm excited about the NFL, the NBA. This is nothing but what you would call theatrics. Like the great thing about sports is uh it's not always about the gameplay. It's about the outside stuff, like a dynasty. You need your protagonist, your antagonist, and you need the stories. You need the storyline, and this storyline is so great to see. You know, um, let me see what their stats were. Let me see schedule and results. That's what I want to see. So let's look at the playoffs. How far they get in the playoffs? All right, so they basically got to the second round. Yeah, I remember now. One, two, three, four, five, six. See, they barely got past Atlanta last year. Hold on, no, that's not right. Atlanta beat them. That's what happened. Atlanta beat them, and I remember now. It's coming back to me. Your boy choked. Ben Simmons choked and never played for them again. That's what happened. Yeah, yeah. They beat the Wizards. They blew them out. Um, it was good though because the Wizards last year had Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook played pretty good in that series. I remember that. Going back, but this time around, I think it's going to be a lot different. I think now I don't know because it's like so up in the air. It's so up in the air. Like the Eastern Conference is really good this year. You can't sleep. You can't sleep. But I know Miami's number one. I haven't checked them out this year. But you have the Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls is tough. Let's look at the Chicago Bulls real quick. Or better yet, I'm gonna look at the standings. So look at this. So here's the standings right now. This is pretty much the halfway point. They played this year so far. They played about 55 games, and right now the Heat's up front. The Heat is winning. It's a close margin. The Bucks is playing very well. I think they're the favorite to get to the finals. They did a great pickup as well. They picked up what was the guy's name? Uh, Ibaka. Ibaka. So I feel like that's a good addition to backing them up, backing Giannis up. Giannis playing lights out right now. The Bulls is number three. They're rocking and rolling. They have a great team. Uh, Cavaliers is good, but I think they're not ready yet. And the Sixers is playing pretty good. I think they're going to jump. They're gonna have a pretty good winning streak. The Raptors always pretty decent, and then you have the Celtics. Now I just can't believe the Nets right now with the 29-25. They lost nine straight, so they had to do something, and I'm happy that they did. They made this decision. Then you have the Hornets, which I do love the Ball family. I wish they could all play together. They play very well. It's good for the league. Come on, Michael Jordan, get them together. Get them together. The Hawks, we'll see what they do, but they're pretty good team. There's a lot, like I said, there's a loaded teams over here in the East. All the way up to the 10th seed. Really good team. And the Wizards, they got Porzingis. Now, if he's healthy, they might make a decent run over there. We don't know. It's so tight. It's so tight in this conference here, right? So I'm excited to watch the 76ers right now. And I don't know when Harden's going to play. I guess they got to pass the physical and all that. And it's funny because I was watching the TNT. Uh, Shout out to them, man. TNT does a fantastic job covering the sports, and they're funny, man. My man, Charles Barkley, one of my favorite players ever, 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 ever. And he's oh man, they were clowning it today if you watched it, but uh he was saying Harden. He was like Harden. He faked the injury pretty much. He's gonna put some icy hot, and he's gonna be ready to go. That's one thing that Harden has been doing. Harden, when he was playing for Houston, he wanted to get out. He was acting like he was fat, wearing fat suits, and all of a sudden you came out thin, And then this time around, you stopped playing the game to your best of your ability, and they're losing 9 straight because you want to get out of there. You know. But one thing, let's talk about Harden for a minute. Harden, let me see. Harden stats. Harden is an interesting character, if you will. He's a very, very, very good offensive player. One of the best scorers. They don't have positions anymore, but I would say two guard ever. He's a really innovative. He can dribble better than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. He can shoot like the best of them. He can shoot the three better than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. He's a really great offensive juggernaut. But he has a stigma, and the stigma is that he does not play defense, and he chokes in the playoffs. That's just what we know. We know that he chokes. He's been choking for years, right? Now look at this. Look at his stats in the last game. This is when you know he wanted to get out of there. Um, okay, so all right, so this year, he's been averaging uh 22 points a game, shooting 41% from field goal range. Now, it's funny because guess who shoots better percentage from the field goal range than him? Russell Westbrook. Go figure, right? 33% from three, which is not that good. 8 rebounds, 10 assists. So he hasn't been playing too well this year. Now he's a natural 36% 3-point shooter from from there, and he averaged 5.7 assists, 25 points for his career. So he's a really solid player. He usually play about 34 minutes. But this year he's not been playing that well, and so maybe he was frustrated. He wanted to get out. But I know one thing. I heard him talking about it in an interview. He didn't want to play in Brooklyn for multiple reasons. One of the reasons why he didn't want to play in Brooklyn because they were restricted. The government, they restricted them. He wasn't allowed to do nothing. He likes to party. He was in Houston getting it on, partying with all the rappers like young Dirk and Meek Mills and all these other people. He likes to hang out. He used to be with a Kardashian, and then in New York, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do all that stuff anymore. They shut down. So he was very unhappy in New York for his social life. His social life and the Kyrie drama. The Kyrie drama. Let's say it again. Kyrie did not get the juice, as you know. Now, for me, it's I think if he didn't get the juice, let him not get the juice. So Kyrie Irving wanted not he's on this political thing right now, and Harden did not want to deal with that. He didn't want to deal with it. Right. Harden didn't want to deal with it. So um that's that. He wanted out of there. And Kyrie Irving, he haven't played, for a long time, and then when he did play, he wasn't too consistent, if you will. He wasn't playing well. I mean, he played. Let's just look at his stats, so I can have a legitimate argument here. Let's see, Kyrie. Look at his stats. Look at his stats here. So, all right. So, it's the 10. Mhm. Okay, so did it? Today he played against the Wizards. He had 31 points, 9 for 22 shooting. So he's probably rejuvenated. He didn't play on the eighth against the Celtics. Now, mind you, they're on a losing streak, right? So um, he scored 27 points with the Nuggets, 10 for 26 shooting. That's a lot of shots, man. A lot of shots. Five rebounds, 11 assists. He's been shooting 36% from three. 45% is a pretty good range for scoring, 23 points a game. Um, but he's been out. He can't play home games. He was out against the Laker game, out against the Jets. I mean, the Nuggets game. So these last 10 games, he's been playing well when he's in. But Harden didn't look at him. He wasn't reliable. He wasn't reliable, and so he wanted to get out of Brooklyn. We did it, Brooklyn. We did it, and they did it. And Kevin Durant is not a reliable person. He's always hurt too. Kevin Durant is always hurt. So Kevin Durant talked Harden into playing there, right? Talked him into playing there, and it's not going his way. Now, think about it. Harden is old now, man. He's in his 30s. He don't have time to waste. He's looking at it like this. I only got a little bit of time to try to win this championship. You get what I'm saying? And this dude's hurt. The other guy, he's doing some social justice stuff and trying not to play. He's like, you told me to be here, so he got out of there. And I don't. I mean, Kevin Durant and they must not have a really good relationship, Kevin Durant and Harden, because you would think if Harden would have stayed in OKC with them, that dynamic duo with Westbrook, him, Harden, and Durant, which they got to the finals in 2012, he left, and then he went to Houston and then played with Westbrook, and then basically he didn't like playing with him, and then he goes to Brooklyn, and like, what kind of conversations are these people having? That's my question. Now, if we look at Kevin Durant, like yes, he's one of the best in the league, but the brother getting old, man. He's getting old too. I'm hoping he can be durable because look at this. Look at his career. He started in 2007. He's starting to have a lot of miles on him, right? Look, 2014 he played 27 games. 2015 he played 72 games. 62. He never played a full season since 2013. That might be a red flag. And it gets worse. Now, I think the pandemic was what 2020. 62 games, 68 games, 78 games. This year he played 36. But I think it's going to be really good. Like I said, I think these is great picks for each other because I am a Ben Simmons fan. I just hope he got a psychiatrist. We did it, Brooklyn. We did it. Because he's going to be in there. They're going to boo the mess out of this guy. They're going to try to get in his head. The players is going to talk crap to him. They're going to be talking mad crap to this guy. The playoffs is coming up. Are you going to choke again? You out here in these streets on TMZ, but I'm waiting to hear from him. Are you focused now? Because you are really good. You're 6'10". The defense alone is going to be better in Brooklyn. The wingspan, he's 6'10". He's tall. He shoots what he gets like 17.7 rebounds, 7 assists. Like I said, all he have to do, get to the free throw line a few times, get to your spot. You could get it up to 25, 26 points. Those is LeBron numbers. You should be refreshed. Your legs should be refreshed. But look, Kevin Durant, man, we forgetting he's 33 years old. And he's keep getting hurt. You know, how long does he really have? All these players are getting old, man, and that's why I'm saying like Harden. I mean, this might be his best chance to win with Embiid because Embiid won it as well. Like Embiid been choking in the playoffs. He ain't really been choking. He just ain't get any help in the playoffs. Like Philly couldn't just beat these teams. Um, so give me a second here. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to these playoffs, man. I'm really Seth Curry. I forgot about him. So Seth Curry is going to be shooting. He was scoring 15 points a game. Now it's crazy that Doc Rivers had to, um, trade his brother, his son-in-law. But that's a real interesting thing. But this might be better for him. He's going to be there shooting them threes, spreading out the floor, and Ben Simmons can play the point, and Kyrie Irving. Hopefully in New York that they get rid of this restriction with the new mayor because there's a new mayor there. So and they realize this stuff didn't work what they tried to do. So hopefully if they take this off and Kyrie can play every game now because he's refreshed, they're going to be something to watch. But Kevin Durant got to come back. Kevin Durant's going to get his shots, and Ben's going to be facilitating. It's going to be really good. Really good. Now, we have to look at the Bulls, though. The Bulls, in my opinion, are going to be something to watch in the playoffs. Let me see. Chicago. Don't sleep the Chicago Bulls. Don't sleep them, man. Zach LaVine, balling. Lonzo Ball, balling. And DeMar Rosen. LeBron, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. LeBron James messed up. He instead of getting DeMar Rosen, which that was his hometown in LA, he got Westbrook. LeBron James is by far one of the worst GMs ever. Great player, but the worst GM ever. He's worse than Michael Jordan. Mm.
He cold. She belongs to the streets.
He's worse than Michael Jordan with that, man. But I'm looking forward to seeing them as well. Don't sleep, Bulls. Do not sleep the Bulls. They're young. They got fresh legs. They can shoot. It's on. It's on. But so those are my picks for the winners of this trade. I would say since we still have this pandemic, I think Brooklyn is the team to watch. But I think Harden and Embiid is going to be something else to watch. That pick and roll is going to be efficient. They have a nice little team. They got me excited about basketball right now. I'm really ready to watch these games. Now, I'm gonna play a clip with audio what Stephen A. Smith said about this trade.
Right off the top here, what is your reaction? James Harden to Philadelphia and Ben Simmons to Brooklyn.
Well, I'm not a fool. I understand basically what RJ is saying in terms of what a fit James Harden is because he can be electrifying, and we get that. And I certainly want to give my man big props in terms of what he said about how Philadelphia had to do something. But I also, in saying that, I want to say for the record, this could potentially, not definitively, but this could potentially go down as the worst day in the career of Daryl Morey. The worst day. Think about this for a second here. You gave up a shooter in Seth Curry. I hear that he can't guard and Herder got 27 on him in the playoffs. Stop it. The bottom line is he's one of the premier shooters in the game, okay? You think about him, he's gone. You gave up 2 first-round picks. How do you go from asking for first-round picks to giving up 2 of them? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. And so when I look at it from that perspective and whatever else they gave up, when you think about Ben Simmons and how he complements KD and Kyrie, what he brings to the table in terms of his playmaking ability, his ball handling skills, his basketball IQ, and first and most importantly, his defensive prowess. There's no question, along with Andre Drummond, a big body that Brooklyn desperately needed because we know they were a bit thin on their front line. You take all of those things into consideration, I don't think there's any doubt that Brooklyn benefits from this trade. Now, when you look at Harden, Harden clearly can be electrifying. And I'd like KP, Big Perk, and RJ. Can you please put them on the screen so I can look at them and not see this tag right here? I need to look at both of them when I say this. Did James Harden all of a sudden, is he going to take off some kind of bodysuit and be thinner today?
Well, he did it last year.
Hold on, wait a minute. These are rhetorical questions, RJ. Stay with me, okay? Is he going to lose weight? Is he going to get younger? Is the hamstring injury suddenly going to disappear? What I'm saying to you is this. We're watching what we've been watching over the last couple of years. As great as we know he is, he hasn't been himself, meaning the guy that Daryl Morey was overseeing in Houston. And because he hasn't been that guy, I'm wondering how long can he be that guy? Because I have no doubt he can do it. How long can he be that guy in Philadelphia? Because with KD, Kyrie, and Ben Simmons, and an extra big body on your front line in Brooklyn, I see Brooklyn as the clear winner in this deal.
Do you agree with that, Big Perk? Clear winner?
No, and he know I don't agree with it. That's why he's so close up on the screen, because he know I'm about to read him his rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be held against you in the court of law, okay? Let me tell you this. First of all, James Harden, last year when he got to Brooklyn, was playing phenomenal basketball to the point where people were talking about, is he the best player in the league? And he slid right on over to the point guard position. And even James Harden this year that's been struggling, Stephen A.
22, 10, and 8.
22, 10, and 8. And he don't even want to be there. So imagine a motivated James Harden, right? A motivated James Harden with a Joel Embiid. See, what Doc is going to do is move him straight to that point guard position. Now those 10 assists are going to go up to 15 assists. Because remember, you still got Tybo. You still got Tobias Harris that's still there. You still got all these guys. He wants to be there.
They're saying this might go down as one of the worst days in Daryl Morey's career. The reason why that is actually wrong is because you took a guy that didn't want to shoot, that didn't want to score, that didn't want to do anything, and everybody was complaining he wanted out. He hasn't played all year. All of these different things, and you turned that into James Harden. You turned that into James Harden right now.
Yeah, I agree with not with Skip Bayless, but the other two. Yeah, I think like I said, in my opinion, I think Philadelphia, they have the best. They're the winners of everything, because when Harden is locked in, he is locked in. He is a bad man when it comes to this basketball thing. He can dribble the ball, like I said. He can pass. He can shoot. He's a threat from 40, and that's what they need. They need that confidence in Philadelphia. Embiid is playing it lights out. They're in 5th place, but this is it. And obviously they had to give up some draft picks, but draft picks don't matter when it comes to NBA, man. It really doesn't. It's about the free agents. Young players, they take too long to develop. It's not like the NFL. The NFL is totally different. You might get a Joe Burrows or something in the draft, but this is going to be huge. Now, don't sleep Milwaukee, because Milwaukee ended up getting Ibaka to back up Giannis. And Giannis is on a tear right now. I believe Giannis, he's headed for MVP status again. He's killing people. Let's look at that Milwaukee real fast. Milwaukee. There we go. And Milwaukee, man, they are killing folks right now. They are trying to repeat, and I respect them so much, because they're organic. Their team is organic. They're not getting all these players. They're getting them through the draft. Middleton is really good. He's balling right now. Drew Holiday's balling, and they look like they might make another run to win the championship. So I don't know who I want to see in the conference championship. I don't know, because I'm rooting for Giannis, real humble guy. I'm rooting for him, but I want to see Philly and Brooklyn. Brooklyn might not make it this year. We don't know, but there's so many good games, man. It's so many good games. So I'm really excited about that. But Giannis is playing lights out. Did y'all see when he played against LA? LA's in trouble. I'm gonna get on LA tomorrow, man. And Giannis is only 27 years old, man. 6'11", 242 pounds of muscle, balling, and he's not a bad shooter. He's getting better. He's getting better. Right now, he's averaging 29 points a game, 11 rebounds. Man, come on. And he's blocking shots. He destroyed AD. Did you see that? AD, he was killing AD. Killing him. I can't wait to talk about them tomorrow. I'm going in. I'm going in on those Lakers tomorrow. That's a whole fact and nothing but the facts. But he's been balling. 29 points. He's shooting 54%, 30% from three, which is not that great, but it's good for a big man. So he's able to spread the floor. He's doing his thing. Doing his thing. And when they played the like I said, when they played the Lakers, he dropped 44 points. 17 out of 20. 17 out of 20 points. Shot 2 threes, 14 rebounds. He was killing them. The Lakers are finished. This was their last chance. They should have did something in this trade, and they didn't. They're done. They're done. LeBron is the worst GM ever, but people don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. They don't love him like that. Middleton balling out of control right now. Portis, they're really a complete team. So I do want to see them make it to the finals and play against either Phoenix or Golden State. But I like those teams like that. I don't like the teams that's made up by the LeBron effect. I don't like that. I'm not a hater of LeBron. I actually like LeBron. I like to watch him. It's going to be a sad day when he leaves this game. You know, but I don't like how he does it, man. You know, him creating his teams. And LeBron is old. LeBron is done, man. Like people don't understand. LeBron's been done for a while. He man, can't wait to talk about. He benefited from the pandemic. He benefited from the pandemic like most people did when they got those checks and those PPP loans. But when it's time to pay them back, they can't pay those loans back. He got a stimulus package because he was getting hurt. His body is breaking down. He's hiding it. Trust me. He's haven't been playing. He never played a full game in years. He ain't played full games in years because he can't. He's starting to get hurt. All them cigars smoking. He's getting hurt, man. His day is over. It's done. His last chance was 2015. See, even when Kobe was living and playing, his days was done years before he was done. He couldn't compete. Like after he won that championship and broke his body down, he couldn't compete with these guys, man. But look at his gameplay. Now, I think 2011 was that a lockout year? I can't remember. But look at this. The last time he played a full season was in Cavaliers. He played 82 games. Actually, if you look at it, that's the only time he played 82 games. The only time he played 82 games. The last time was 2017. And he still have to have high minutes. He's getting 35 minutes a game. 36 this year. That's crazy. Be that old. But 2019, I think that's the year he got hurt. 67 games. He played 55. He's been getting hurt since 2018. He just don't have it anymore. And one thing about LeBron James is he destroys teams. He don't like to develop players. He goes there and get rid of all the young players, and they get all these old, slow players. He's just a bad GM. He don't trust the GMs. People want to say, "Well, can you blame him?" No, man, I ain't hearing that, man. I always said that the league was constructed different 20 years ago. He's been in the league for 18 years, and it's different back then. The game has changed. Yes. Yes. Did they have super teams before him? Yes. But he is a bad GM. How would you get all these old players? And shame on LA for letting him do it. They said, look, you can do whatever you want here. They covet LeBron James. So what LeBron James do? He get his old buddy in there. Yeah, we should play together. Carmelo Anthony, old and done. He's done. He gets him in there. Then he could have had DeMar Rosen. He want to get him. He want to get Westbrook. Really? Westbrook is still a good player. That dude is getting what? 18.7 rebounds, 7 assists. If you ain't know the story behind the story, you would say that's good stats. That is pretty darn good stats, don't you agree? Let's look at just so you can see it, but it's the truth. He's been playing pretty good. Now he hasn't been playing good in the fourth quarter. So, like I said, my opinion, I would if I still have him, I would put him on the bench and have him play second team. Now he got to get over it because he's old. He's not the same old player anymore. I always talk about these athletes that really don't work on their game. They just go with their pure athleticism. And so now he's not that dude. The game has changed. The game is not like it used to be, and he did not adapt to it. He didn't adapt to it. And so now he needs to just come off the bench. Just I think him and LeBron don't play well together. That's what it is. He don't play well together with LeBron. He's 33 years old now. Remember, he's 33 years old. He's an 80s baby. How long do you really got, bro? 6'3". You starting to look a little crazy now. But the last last 4 games he's been playing horrible. One game, 9 points, 3 for 12, 7 for 18, 17 points, 1 for 5 for 3, 1 for 4 for 3. He's shooting 29% from 3. Looking horrible out here, man. But the season, he's getting 18 points a game, 7 and 7. He needs to just play the second the second team. So play the second team and just give him the ball. Let him do what he do. Should not let him play with LeBron James. Not for the rest of the season. I wouldn't. Let Monk play or somebody else. And AD got to stay healthy, man. That's the problem. Like everybody that LeBron recruited, they usually get hurt. He recruited Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was getting hurt and getting old, and Bosh was getting sick. And then AD is young. He's still in his 20. He's 29, I think. Like this should be his team. When he plays down low, he plays fantastic. He's playing out in that, the 3-point line. He's not shooting well at the 3-point line. Unbelievable, man. But they should have got rid of Russ. They're the biggest losers to me right now. They're the biggest losers. And what about the Lakers losing to the B team against Portland? They're done. Stick a fork in it. This was a mistake. And LeBron don't care. He's like, oh well, I got my money. I got my kids. I'm more than the athlete. He don't really care. But look at this dude right here, man. Anthony Davis. He never played a full season since he started. He never played 82 games. Look at this. 2012, 64 games, 67, 68, 61, 75. 2018, 56, 62. This year he's been hurt. And he's shooting 17% from 3 points. And they're allowing him to shoot the three. Ridiculous. But I'm gonna get into that tomorrow. I'm really go in on those Lakers. But anyway, yeah, you're right. The Bulls are balling, man. I didn't even know Lonzo was injured. Ugh. Man, come on, Lonzo. I'm rooting for you, man. Shout out to his brother, man. LaMelo ain't no joke. That dude was the chosen one, man. Man, come on, Lonzo. You gotta get healthy, man. Rooting for you, man. I wish he was still in the Lakers. Um, Definitely wish he was on the Lakers, man. That's like I told you, LeBron James got rid of all those young players, man. He's just like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan had all these young players with the Wizards, and he got rid of them for some old, rusty, crusty players like Oakley and all these bums. But it is what it is. Definitely like, share, subscribe, um, and yeah. So tell me in the comments, man, what you think about those trades today. Who won? Who lost in these trades? And I'll see you on the next video.